Yep, they don't make them like this anymore. A larger gathering of classic bikes in the one place Thailand had yet to see. The Lanna Independent Classic Motorbike Endeavor in Chiang Rai in Thailand's far north, or LICME, is gathering momentum. The sole objective of the Endeavor is to enjoy vintage mechanical engineering and marvellous old craftsmanship with like-minded people. This year's event attracting participants from far and wide, even from as far as Bangkok. The team of 12 was comprised of 6 wonderful old Triumphs and 6 BSAs, Birmingham small arms, the oldest being a 1940 BSA M20. After the t-shirt presentation, briefing and photo session, it was time to saddle up. No push-button ignitions here, kick-start or crank-up was how these old girls awaken. The team took off from the rather picturesque Viang Yonok resort in Chiang Sen and would make its way up to the Golden Triangle via the Chiang Sen township, through the wonderful old city grounds of Wat Pasak, the Temple of Ruins, and further on to the House of Opium Museum for their first stop. The team all smiles after a successful first leg. The smell of motor oil filled the air, perfume to many an old biker's olfactory senses. All 12 participants by now had ironed out any kinks at this point, 10 kilometres into the 80-kilometre round trip. After a quick caffeine fix and look around the Golden Triangle, it was off to the northern tip of Thailand and Mae Sai for the first extended stop. Enjoying the fabulous northern Thailand scenery along the way and travelling at an average speed of around 70 kilometres an hour, Ian on his 650cc 1959 Triumph Thunderbird GT was the proud lamplighter. This day was all about showcasing the still unique capabilities and the impressive longevity of these marvellous old machines. The group only too happy to share their passion with others. Another 30 kilometres on and all arrived, albeit in dribs and drabs, at the Mae Sai Customs House and border, the border town connecting Thailand with Myanmar. And almost on cue, one of the older BSAs, which had travelled all the way from Bangkok, had a few overheating issues. The only minor setback thus far. Quite astounding really, considering the average age of the bikes in the group was around 55 years. Lunchtime at the best noodle joint in town and a look around this cheap as chips market, where many a border hopper stocks up on goods for sale in both Thailand and Myanmar. After a thorough look around and purchase of some bargains, it was back to the hotel and base camp, all the while taking in the glorious northern Thailand scenery along the way. All 12 arrived back intact at Viang Yonok, where it was time to trade performance details, enjoy a cold one or three, and some excellent food. Ian Smith, the organiser of the event, gave us his take on the ride.
This is sort of my my idea originally, and the name LICME, which is the Lanna Independent Classic Motorbike Endeavor, was a joke. LICME was meant to be a joke, and then it just sort of came together, and there we got this club going, and a lot of interest. So we've got, I think, 5 riders from Bangkok, one from Praia, one from Chiang Rai, some guys from America, international. Wow. So wonderful. These bikes are quite hard to find here. There aren't many classic bikes in Thailand. There are some around, but a lot of them are just sitting in garages because they don't run, and guys don't know how to fix them or haven't got the money to fix them. So to get bikes that actually run together is not easy. So it's wonderful to see all these together, just fantastic. So this is quite special to have this many bikes together in one grouping.
Jochen Holmberg, one of the sponsors of the day from Sivit Tamada restaurant and spa in Chiang Rai, also shared his experience and love of old bikes.
This is the second time we do this, and we are double the amount of bikes this year than compared to last year, so we are really happy. And I mean, I love old things, I love vintage things, and motorcycles for me, particularly old ones, is just a dream. And I just had my dream bike here today, so I can't be more happy.
Then it was time to enjoy the evening with prizes for the oldest, longest travelled, best overall, fastest and slowest bikes, and also the inaugural Golden Kickstart Award, whose name was engraved on the trophy and handed back after occupying the mantelpiece for 12 months. Tummies content and throats well lubricated, the entertainment went on well into the evening, and fair to say the day's event was a resounding success. Testament to one man's vision, passion and love of the beauty of yesteryear, Ian no doubt lay his head to rest this particular evening with a contented smile on his face at having realised one of his lifelong ambitions. This was one day where the joy of being alive was well and truly felt by all in beautiful northern Thailand.